Welcome to the Revamp Your Resume for an Educator Job Fair webinar. Your resume is you on paper. Keep your document simple and concise so that recruiters can find the information they need as quickly as possible and can see all of your skills and experiences as quickly as possible. Your margins should be no bigger than 1 inch and no smaller than ½ inch on every side of the page. Center all of your section titles and center your contact information at the top of your document. Avoid borders, avoid italics and underlines, and any other special formatting, as it might lose how good it looks once it hits the applicant tracking system. Throughout this webinar, you're going to learn that keeping your resume as simple as possible is going to be your best bet to getting your resume reviewed by a recruiter. Be sure to align all of your dates to the right and make sure that they all go through from the top to the bottom of the page on one clear line. Starting with your contact information at the top of your page, keep it simple, keep it centered. You want to maximize your space by keeping it to 2 lines. Bold your name so that it stands out, and be sure to insert a bullet symbol in between your street address, your city, your zip code and your email and your phone number. Your objective should also be simple. The most important and relevant information should be at the top of your resume. So your objective should state clearly who you are, which is an Illinois professional educator, and what you're endorsed in. That might be bilingual education, secondary education, elementary education. You'll know that by what your degree title is. If you have more than 2 to 3 endorsements, don't list them in your objective. Instead, you'll list it in your education and licensure section. Your education and licensure section is really determined on what kind of degree that you're getting and whether or not your bachelor's degree is relevant to your master's degree. You'll see in this example here that if your bachelor's degree is related to your content area in secondary education, or if you have an MAT in elementary education or a BA in elementary education, it should be listed like this: your education first, and then your licensure, your Illinois Professional Educator license, followed by your endorsements. If you're a career changer and find that your bachelor's degree is not related to your content area in secondary education or to your elementary education teaching career, you'll want to split your education and licensure that's related to teacher preparation from your education that is not related. And you'll see further in this PowerPoint how you will list your additional education. For your experience sections, you might find that you have a teacher preparation and licensure section like we saw in the previous slide, or you might have a teaching section that will include your student teaching as well as any other teaching experiences you already have. And so to determine what section titles are the best fit for you, we encourage you to go find the Educator Resume Guide found on our website. Once you go to nl.edu/career development, you'll see a link for resumes. And there you will find the Educator Resume Guide as well as many other resources available to help you create your resume. Remember that the best bullet points always answer the question, why am I unique? My favorite way of going through a resume is to ask myself, why am I unique? And then answer that question with, because I, and then I read my bullet point. So if you look at the example below, I might say, why am I unique? Well, it's because I differentiated 4 units of biology: evolution, classification, ecology, and animal systems, and 3 units of chemistry, by incorporating interactive and collaborative components to encourage peer-to-peer learning. If your bullet points don't answer that question, why am I unique? We encourage you to use the SOAR method to help you identify your skills and the results of your many efforts as a teacher. Just again, go to our website at www.nl.edu/career development, click resumes, and find the How to Soar in the Job Search PowerPoint. For our career changers who are getting ready to enter the teaching field, remember to keep the bullet points related to your previous career short and sweet. Only list your accomplishments that relate to the teaching field. And remember that the major focus and the most real estate, the most space on the paper should remain on your teaching, student teaching, and any related accomplishments. You'll see below how this person tailored her professional experience by only including the accomplishments she achieved by relating them to her teaching career. Any additional sections that you might have, again, will be determined by who you are as a professional and what those experiences might be. As we talked about earlier in this webinar, your additional education section will be needed if your bachelor's degree does not relate to your teaching degree. You'll see here that this person added an additional education and qualifications section at the bottom of her resume to showcase what she did do in her previous career. You might also consider an awards section as well as a languages section if you are familiar or fluent even in any other languages besides English. This brings us to the end of how to revamp your resume for an education job fair. This is how the CDO can support you in your job search. We provide structure for a productive and effective search. We have Hire NLU, an online job board where you can submit your resume for review, your cover letters for a review, and you can be included in virtual resume books. You can always schedule an appointment with a career advisor for one-on-one coaching. And then we encourage you to visit CareerBeam and the CDO website any time of day to get the latest information on your job search. This is how you can contact us. Again, our website is www.nl.edu/career development. You can email us at careerdevelopment@nl.edu and give us a call at 312-261-3270. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we look forward to being a launching pad for your career.